So here guys, we're gonna be covering about entry zones today. Entry zone will be like the next step after like you get the directions right. You're gonna get your entry zones marked and then wait for some confirmation or some kind of entry reaction, entry models, so you can take the trade to whatever direction it is. It's two types. One is order block, one is SND. It's the same thing, but the refined SND is just a refinement of order block. So order block, I don't know if you know about imbalances and stuff. So let me just mark it out. So 1 2 3 candles here. So first high and the third low didn't touch each other, so this is an imbalance. It means just like it moves very rapid, so it causes like it's like it didn't give a fair amount of chance to the buyers to enter the buyers and the sellers to enter the market over here. So it will just come back from here, it'll come back and close this whole gap, and then it'll move forward somewhere over there. So basically that is imbalance. There are like it can just come to the open of the imbalance, it can come to the middle of the imbalance, or it can just close the whole thing and then like close the whole imbalance and then go. Similar to the sell side, it's the same thing, like the first one from the top, and this thing will be an imbalanced 1 2 3, same thing, like 3 it can come to close, it can come to the open, it can fall down, it can come to the middle 50% of that and fell down, and then if it can also come to the whole thing, close it down and then go down. So this is what an imbalance is. So order block and SND are similar, but order block is the last down candle which does a stop hunt and then break to the other side. For example, over here, this can be this low was stop hunted. This will be the last down candle, which caused a break to the upside. What happens? It goes up, come back down for just the open of the imbalances, closed it like just open, and then went upside. It's just a last buy candle or the last sell candle after it stop hunted the stop loss from the previous recent high or recent low, and then give a break of structure. So this one, you can take this one as this one is the high, and this will be the order block as it took at the previous high and gave us a breakdown. As you can see, if you mark the last up candle, but there was like no imbalance, so you can take the whole candle like this is multiple candle order block, so you can have like some imbalance over here. So you can take this thing, market will come, return to the order block, it will come, take whatever, close the imbalance stuff, and then go down. It hits stop loss of other traders and break. And for the SND, is just like last sell or the last buy candle with a imbalance break. SND will be like, for the buys, it's like last push downwards before breaking upwards. So it's like here, this will be an SND because it got imbalance over here, and below this imbalance, it needs to come back, close up, and then push high. So this be an imbalance. It doesn't require to like hit stop loss of other people, but it's the same thing. Just the last push before it breaks a high structure, and need an imbalance before that, so it can just come back, close this imbalance, and then move to higher. This one was for the sells. This is break. You can have like multiple SNDs, like this first SND, this one, and there are second one is this thing. So which one you take is like, you can mark both, and you can wait for the price to come here and wait for the reaction, look what it's gonna do, and then take the trade based on that. It's gonna be like same thing every time. So this is gonna be break. You can take this as an SND. The price came back here, reacted, and then went up. Same thing. You can also, because it's above the break, so you can take this one also. It came back, reacted, and then moved down. So in this one you can also take like this was the recent, the high. You can also take an order block like the last up candle before it moves down up and gives a break. So you can also take this one, this whole last up candle, last up candle, this one, as this one breaks. But if you take that, you won't be getting any imbalance, so price probably won't come over there. So we can take this as the whole if imbalance candle, so that the price can move up easy, and then we can wait for some kind of like reaction over there, and then wait for the entry, and then for the price to go down. And this is all the direction. Order block and SND is just the buy sell candle, sell buy candle. That's it, simple. So this one it gives as you can see, this one is clear break, last up candle, which gives a nice imbalance over here. The price came back, like see, it took out this OB, came to this SND, went up, came back here to this SND, then went down, took out this stop loss, then break again, come to this order block, and give you an entry, and then probably we can look for entry over here, and then move it went higher. So this is like normal order block and SND stuff. Like you can use you can here buy, then to the sell, and then again to the buy. You can take the buy from here. This one is the order block. This is one is the SND. One more thing is when like this happens here. There's an example there. If like there is only a wick, see, and on the lower time frame, it might be a nice down candle and then up candle. Okay, on long time frame it might be a down candle and up candle. So as you can see, what happens in this thing is, so you can also mark only the wick. I'll tell you what exactly only the wick means. Like see, if it comes back, it breaks, structure to the upside, came back, gave an entry over here, and then move upwards. So the thing is, we take an entry, and then we can look for an entry over here, and then it moves up. So the only types of wick we gonna take is like the single wick, like just this kind of like single wick. That one more type, like I'll show you if I can find some examples, but it's like, okay, yeah, this thing. We don't try to take these types of. As you can see, the next one, it went up. The next candle, it already mitigated the previous SND. So we don't take these type of SNDs. So this one is an example. Yeah, this one also, like you don't want to take these types of candles. The big one, it closed below. The next candle opened, mitigated the previous one, like closed all the imbalances inside that, and then went down. So I don't want that kind of wicks. Just the single wick. Wick is like single wick. So these are the three types we're gonna look for the entry zones. It's just one is like moved upward, a break structure, and then we can use for this thing to come back and then go for the longs. One more is the wick one. Wick one is like it's just a single candle wick, or just a single candle just a single wick and break. For the SND is like it gives a break. It'll be just from where the imbalance started and till the low of that recent pullback. You can say that recent pullback, and then from where the imbalance started. So price needs to come back, close it, and then move up. Like let's see from the last, from the last video, if you remember, this will be the buy candle, and the price came here, wick out, and then closed above. So after this closed, it confirmed that it's gonna go somewhere over here, or the target might be on other time frames, like somewhere it's already closed, so somewhere here. So it's already gonna go over there. So some example. So what we can do is like we can go on 4H and then look for something like an SND, something like that. SND. So this one was a brick structure. They got like 3 kind of imbalances, so we can take this one, and we can look on the lower time frame. We can look for the entry and then target the high. Probably this high. We can look from here to here. It's gonna be, it took out this low. It's gonna be 3 candle. It came back, moved upside. It break this structure over here. The price came back in this SND or the wick in this wick, and then it moved higher. Similar, like it just follow the same direction we are going. There are like few more examples, but let's see. You can see there is a buy candle over here, so the target will be around on the left something, but I'll show you this thing on M1. If you go, there might be some, it'll be this break. This will be the break. It didn't came back, that's fine. It break to the upside. This one is the first, and then this keeps moving forward. This one was a break and an imbalance. You can take this thing, and you can also take the wick. Came break upside, came back, mitigated this thing, went upside again this thing. You can take the wick, it break upside, came back, mitigated this thing, and upside move upside. So the thing is, like, if you refine this thing to just the wick, it's fine. Yeah, it's gonna but sometimes it's like it's not gonna come zones you're waiting for, and it's gonna just return from above that thing. If you remember from the last video, it was like the buy and the sell candle. This one buy, sell candle, and then target will be till here. No, not here, probably here. The target will be here for the sell candle, and you can look for some kind of like M1 SND or block. Same thing on the lower time frame. Okay, this is like Asia session probably on the right side, but let's see if you can look for this thing. See, this one was a nice break. Look for the same thing here. Ticket already hit TP, so next thing we looking for the same conditions, like the buy, sell, and the same direction trade. So let's see what we can get. So it's like buy, sell, and then again the sell. You can target this buy, and then we go on M1. So M1 might be same thing, like, okay, like if you mark this thing and then wait for this SND. It didn't came, it come down, breakdown structure, this thing. You can mark this as an SND. Yeah, it'll probably give you a stop loss in this thing, in this case, but that's fine. Stop loss is part of the game, so you just need to follow the process. This break, you can take this as an SND, will fall and then hit your target on the like 15 minutes. So we can just again go other thing over here. We do the same thing, the buy, sell candle. This with the, what do you say, confirmation. It fell down, just the direction confirm for the downside, and it came down, so it give a nice break over here. You can have like multiple SND in this thing, SND1 here and SND, one more SND. See, this is like, yeah, you can also have this SND. It gives like this kind of reaction. In this kind of reaction, we can't do anything. But if it has this reaction, because it needs to close something and then move, so it'll at least you can have some break evens in this thing. Same thing in this thing. It move here, it gave you this much reaction. You should at least be break even, and that's fine. It moved this thing, it breaks structure, break this thing. You can have a, what do you say, break even, and then put your whatever trailing stop losses till the target is met on like this 15-minute time frame, and that'll be probably the buy candle over here, or you can target this low, whatever you want to target. So this will be after this like examples showing you like how the 15-minute and the top down you can do for the time frame, and look for the 3 types of, what is it, where is that, the daytime, yeah, you can find these type of entries, like only 3 types of zones: or block, SND, wick. Probably you can count or block and SND into the same have just an imbalance with that. They both need imbalance, so you can add the imbalance with that. And you just need one more is like you just need a wick, single wick candle, like just a wick to go take the trades. These are the 3 types of entry zones. Entry zones are like a very small topic. It's not a very huge topic, but I guess you all understand what I'm talking about, the oil blocks, SND, and the wicks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do like the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Oh, bye for now.